Imagine selling a Tier 6 American premium medium tank basically exactly the same as the tech tree counterpart, the M4A3E8, for 100 US dollars. Well, that would be the Fury, a vehicle based off of the American war movie Fury. But yeah, that's ridiculous. I remember in the Blitz fair when this thing came out, I made my video on it. It's still up, and it was $100 to get your hands on this vehicle. Now, thankfully, it's 90% cheaper nowadays. It's $10. Not only is it quite cheap, $10 alone, it also comes with 30 days of premium, 25 times 5 boosters, and fully equipped. It's actually not a bad deal at all, in my opinion. And in today's video, we're going to be talking not only about the Fury, but comparing it to that American tech tree counterpart, telling you the differences, the strengths, the weaknesses between both, and if I think it's worth it to buy the Fury. So let's get straight into it. And first of all, start off with the statistics. Now, you'll notice that the E8 is a bit worse in basically every aspect apart from mobility. It's got 10% worse DPM, 10% worse aiming time, and as well, you guessed it, 10% worse on movement dispersion. But to counter that, it does have about 12% better acceleration. So it's always up to you if you like that bit of more of acceleration. But again, this tank here is free, where this one is not. So, you know, a free tank losing a teeny bit of DPM isn't going to make a huge difference in my opinion, especially when we break into the replays here. We'll start off with the Fury, show you the strengths in it. Now, I actually like the Fury. This is one of the strongest tier 6s in the game. With that pretty solid DPM, especially for the tier that it's in, it's basically the best DPM you'll find for a tier 6 medium. But with that pretty dang solid DPM, it gives it the ability to rip into enemy tier 6 mediums. It's got 12 degrees of gun depression, which is amazing. 12 degrees gives you the ability to work any ridgeline, basically, in the game. And if you can't work it, well, you'll definitely work it better than any other opponent you are coming up against. The issue with this vehicle, and as well the E8, is that dispersion. It's 0.362. That means that this gun has the same dispersion as an E100. And I don't know why that is, but yeah, that's what Wargaming decided to give it. That's what I would honestly say needs to be fixed, is just make the dispersion like 0.33 or 0.318. That's just so bad. But you're going to see, because of that, I do play it a bit more aggressive, and it still has very good on-movement dispersion, which means that, sure, you might miss your occasional shot, but hey, it's not too bad on its aiming in general. So here we are, just trying to be a little bit nonchalant. I know that they've got a KV2, and this being a Sherman type variant, I know that this has no armor, so I got to be very careful. We've already been penned, but we are using that pretty solid DPM we have. I know I out-reload that guy, and we're able to tap 2 shells back into him, and with that, we're sitting at 500 damage. So pretty solid so far. Now, here goes my AMX ELC, and with that, he's going to cause one major of a distraction. That Leopard's going to drive over the hill, and bam! Yeah, you're dead, going straight back to the garage. Then we've got vehicles like the VK30 going after that ELC as well. Man, everybody's trying to get that one tier 5 and literally leave an entire flank open. The big brain at tier 6. But hey, that's fine with me, because we're going to get a second shell into that VK30, and we're going to get a shell into the Stritzfagen 74. With that, we're sitting at 1100 damage. Now we're going to shoot at the Turbo, who decides to just randomly stop out in the open. Yeah, this tier 6 team, I don't know what was going through their minds, but I honestly don't think anything was going through their minds, to be completely honest. But hey, boom, another shot in. 1652 damage racked up now. And you can see just how easy it is to get out damage in this vehicle. It looks nice, it does the part, and there's really nothing I can complain about on the vehicle. So now we're going to push on the M6. We're going to see what we can take off of him. Speed is key. Here we go. There's one nice shot into the side of the M6. Now, I will say, the premium ammunition on this vehicle is not amazing. You're going to see here that, like, my standard, I can barely even pen that M6. I'm just shooting him through the track wheel right now, giving him a 10 of his life. But you can see, like, even with premium, I could barely penetrate his lower plate. And with standard, this is what his lower plate looks like. So yeah, penetration, if you're up against tier 7 opponents and, you know, they're strong, you're going to struggle. You know, if this is a KV3 or an IS, you're going to have a bit of a tricky time trying to pen them. But hey, 2,445 damage and 50,000 credits, not too bad at all. But now, let's do the M4A3. I almost called it the M4E3, but yeah, E. So, what is good about this tank? Well, as we did say before, it's just got that bit of edge on acceleration, but basically everything else is going to be the same. It's a 4.5 second reload compared to a 4.8. And you're going to notice in this gameplay that the reload literally makes no difference. You can't even tell the difference between reloads when playing. So, in my opinion, I honestly wouldn't say to buy the bundle. There's cheaper bundles where literally you can buy, and this is what I would highly suggest to do. Currently in the stores for $15, $5 more, you can get your hands on the WZ112-2 and as well the Type 62 Dragon, a vehicle that's 1 tier higher and 2 tier higher for literally $15. A way better bundle. You're getting both their camouflages. I'm pretty sure they're fully equipped. That's possibly one of the best bundles you'll get in World of Tanks Blitz. Way better than the Fury in my opinion, and I would highly suggest to do that, even if you don't get the premium time, because who needs premium when you can get a tier 8 and a tier 7? So yeah. And as well, you can honestly save up and get your hands on the E8, which is literally the same in every aspect. You can see here the aiming time's very similar. It's just such a similar tank. So here we are aiming in on that Blitz 9000. We've gotten 2 nice shells into him already. Just shitting, yes, my English. Sorry, I did not mean to say that. I meant to say sitting shy of 500 damage. I just misspoke there. So you heard nothing. That was total PC. But hey, we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good here. 500 damage ripped out, and boom, another nice shot in, 652 damage. So, again, it's literally the same gameplay. And there's really nothing spectacular about either of these vehicles, in my opinion. They're just strong. You've got the great gun depression, you've got turret armor, but you're not going to get crazy bounces in this tank. You're not going to get crazy games. The only reason why I'm getting bounces here is because you can see I'm really trying to wedge this upper plate up. And you're going to see again in a bit when I push at this Panzer 4 or Panzer 5, I'm just going to wedge that turret, and I'm going to wedge that hull up to an angle where this guy's just auto-bouncing on my upper plate. Now that 12 degrees, oh baby, gives me such a strong angle, but there you go. He bounces my turret once again, and with that, bip, another nice tap into the Panzer 5. Here goes my Panzer 4. Is he going to pen him? No, he's not. And I actually thought we could pen that guy's upper plate, but it looks like we can't. That thing's got a really strong upper plate, kind of like an E50M at tier 5. But, yeah, it looks like it didn't last too long for him. Now we're chasing down the MT-25. We're going to see if we can get one more tap into him. Yeet! There you go, 175. And with that, we're at 1,700 damage. Come on, yeet him! Yeah, my auto-aim kind of didn't like me there. But to be fair, I don't think that would have ever hit. But we're going to take one pot shot off the side of him and finish off the MT-25. With that, we're at 1,765 damage. We got the AC Sentinel right in front of me. So with that, we're going to start getting shells into him. But again, like, could you notice the difference between the Fury and this tank? I doubt it. You really can't. There isn't any real difference. So, yeah, that's my review on this tank. It's no different than the Fury. And with that, I wouldn't suggest to buy the Fury. Even though it's so cheap, as I said, in my opinion, save your money. Buy the 112-Clue. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just woke up, so because of that, I'm losing my mind. But the 112-2 or the Type 62 Dragon bundle, way better than the Shrieking. Man, I need to get some sleep. I actually got good sleep. I got like 7 hours, so yeah, I don't really know what to say. But that's my opinion. Do not buy the Fury if you... That's not the Fury. Do not buy the Fury. Just buy this bundle. Way better. Comes fully equipped. It does come fully equipped, yeah. Way better of a bundle. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. If you would like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.